square. Write the remaining in terms of the square. So thus we get sine square x, cosine square x into sine x dx. Yes. So here we split one sine and from the sine and write the remaining in terms of the square and convert sine into cosine. Similarly, if we have the second case, if the power of cosine is odd, so previously we have discussed the power of sine is odd. Now, if the power of cosine is odd, we do the same for cosine. It means we split one cosine from the cosine and write at the end and write the remaining in terms of the square. You can see in example number 2. What is the example number 2? It is cosine square, cosine power 5, integral of cosine power 5, integral of cosine power 5 dx. So how can we write? First we split 1. Here if you see, what is the power of cosine? It is odd. It is odd. So cosine power 5x, it means we are dealing with the power of cosine. So that is why we have here, you can see, we write cosine square whole square x whole square. Here sine, here cosine x. It means cosine power 2 into cosine x dx. Now we convert cosine into sine. What formula we will use? The same identity, trigonometric identity. So 1 minus sine square x whole square x cosine x dx. So this is the method. Now we convert, we substitute u is equal to sine x. U is equal to sine x. What's derivative of sine x? What is the derivative of sine x, student? What is the derivative of sine x? It is equal to cosine x. So thus cosine x dx, this will becomes du. So thus the given integral is converted into this way. 1 minus u square whole square du. Whole square du. Now what is du? 1 minus u square whole square du. If you see, we open the square of this. We open the square of this. How can we open? A square minus 2ab plus b square. So whenever we open, so we get here 1 minus 2u square plus u square u power 4 du. Now what is integral of 1? What's integral of 1? It is equal to, what's integral of 1? It is equal to u. So thus u minus, what is integral of u power 2? It is equal to, you can see here, it is equal to u power 3 over 3. U power 3 divided by 3. So that is why we write 2 u power 3 over 3 plus, what is the integral of u power 4? It is u power 5 over 5 plus some constant. So thus we get sine x minus 2 by 3 sine power 3 plus 1 by 5 sine power 5 plus constant. Plus constant. Okay. So we have this. Now if the last of this case, if the power of sine and cosine both is odd, both is even, like 2, like 4, like 6, if the power of sine and cosine both is even, so we will use the half angle formula. We will use the half angle formula. What is the half angle formula? What is the half angle formula? So here you can see we have the following half angle formula. What it is? It means sine square. If we have sine square x, it is 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2. 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2. If we have cosine square x, it is 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 2. This is the difference. So just we have the difference of plus and minus. So here if you see an example 3, we have here example 3, sine square x cosine power 4x. So we use here on the place of sine square 1 minus 2x divided by 2. 1 minus 2x divided by 2. If we have cosine square x, we use 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 2. 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 2 whole square. Now, what is the square of 2? Square of 2, it is 4. So this 4 will product with this 2. It will becomes 8. So that is why we write 1 over 8 outside the integral. You can see we write 1 over 8 outside the integral. Whenever we write 1 over 8 outside the integral, what's remaining? Remaining is 1 minus cosine 2x and to 1 plus 2 cosine 2x plus cosine square 2x. Now we product this with this. Product this with this. Whenever we product, we get 1 plus cosine 2x, 1 plus cosine 2x minus cosine square 2x minus cosine power 3 2x. Now what is the integral of the 1? What is the integral of the 1 and what is the integral of cosine 2x? I am asking here we have 1 plus cosine 2x. So what is the integral of the 1 with respect to the x? Integral of 1 with respect to the x, it is x. What is the integral of cosine 2x? It is sine 2x divided by 2. Sine 2x divided by 2. Okay. Integral of the cosine 2x, yes, x plus sine 2x divided by 2 minus. Now here we have cosine square 2x. So we use again by this the formula. If we have cosine square 2x, so it is 1 plus cosine 4x divided by 2. So we use here, you can see 1 plus cosine 4x. So here 1 by 2 is outside. So that's 1 by 2 outside. What is the integral of the 1? It is again x. Plus what is the integral of cosine power 4x? It is sine 4x divided by 4. Sine 4x divided by 4. So thus we get here 1 by 2 x plus 1 over 4 sine 4x. 1 by 4 sine 4x. 1 by 4 sine 4x. So thus if we see 1 by 2 x plus 1 over 4 sine 4x. So we use this here. We will use this here. In this is integral. Now for cosine power 3 2x, how can we solve this? we use the second method. We split 1 cosine square cosine 2x from cosine power 3 to x and write at the end. Then what will be the remaining? The remaining will be cosine square 2x. So we convert into 1 minus sine square 2x. So then we use u is equal to sine 2x. So whenever we use this, we get the following: 1 minus u square du. Now what's the integral of the u? Integral of the 1? It is u. What's the integral of the 1? It is u. What's the integral of u square? It's u power 3 by u power 3 divided by 3. U power 3 divided by 3. So thus we get here u power 3 divided by 3. Now what is u? U is equal to sine 2x. Thus we get here sine 2x sine power 3 2x divided by 3. So we use this whole thing here. We use this whole thing here. So whenever we use all the things, we get the following: 1 by 16x x minus 1 over 4 sine 4x plus 1 by 3 sine 3 2x. So this is the result. This is the result. Now after that, if you see, if we have the product of, okay, if we have next the product of power of tan x and sec x, the power of tan x and sec x. For this case, how can we solve this? So if we have 6 square x, if we have 6 square x, it means the power of sec is even. The power of sec is even. Then we split 6 square x from the sec and write at the end. If the power of tan is odd, we split 1 sec x from sec and 1 tan x from tan and write at the end. So here you can see we have tan power 4. So we will not use that method here because here we have just only 1. So how can we split? How can we solve? We write here tan square x dot tan square x. And after that, we convert tan square into sec square minus 1. So after that, we product with tan square. So just we get tan square x, sec square x minus tan square x. Now, if you see, we again use tan square x. It is equal to sec square x minus 1. Whenever we use this, now we all know that the integral of the sec square x, it is tan x. Integral of the 1, it is x. Now we have remaining tan square x and sec square x. So how can we solve this? We solve it by the substitution method. We put u is equal to tan x. Here you can see. And what is the derivative of tan x? It is sec square x. Thus, this from here to here, it will becomes u square du. Now, what is the integral of the u square? It is u power 3 divided by 3. U power 3 divided by 3. So, if we have u power 3 divided by 3, u power 3. So, now we have all the solution, the whole solution. It is 1 by 3 tan power 3 minus tan x plus constant. This is the solution. So here you can see we have tan, the power of tan is even. Similarly, if the power of sec is odd, we solve by this method by the using the substitute by using trigonometric integrals. So how can we write? We write here sec power 3 into sec square x dot sec x. And we take u as equal to sec x, dv is equal to sec square x. Then what is integral of the dv? It is equal to tan x. And what is derivative of sec x? It is sec x tan x. So thus we use the integration by parts, and we get sec x tan x minus tan square x sec x. So we convert sec tan square x in this way. It means sec square x minus 1 into sec x. Now what's integral of the sec? It is log natural sec x plus tan x. What's the integral of the sec power 3? It is our given question. So we convert into this way. So this will becomes 2 sec power 3, 2 sec power 3 sec x tan x plus half log natural sec x plus tan x. Now we divide both sides by 2 and get the solution. Okay. And at the end, here we use the method of this method. If you see, we have sec power 4. Sec power 4. It means the power of sec is even. The power of sec is even. So thus, we split sec square x and put at the end. So you can see here, we are putting sec square x at the end. Now, what is remaining? The remaining is sec square x. So we convert into the following identity. It means sec square x, it is 1 plus tan square x. 1 plus tan square x. It is 1 plus tan square x. So thus we get here tan power 4x. Now here tan power 4x plus tan 6x. So here we use the substitution method. We suppose u is equal to tan x. U is equal to tan x. Then you can see we get the following: u power 4 integral of u power 4 plus integral of u power 6 integral of u power 6. So what's integral of u power 4? It is u power 5 divided by 5. U power 5 divided by 5. So what's integral of u power 6? U power 7 divided by 7. So thus we replace this. That means u with the tan. So thus we get tan power 5 over 5 plus tan power 7 over 7 plus constant. Okay. So like this. So after that, if we have the power of sine and cosine is 1, but their angle is different. Like if we have sine power 5x, cosine power something different. Okay. So like if we have sine 2x, cosine 3x. If we have cosine 2x, cosine 5x. Like this. If we have sine 6x, sine 7x. Product of these. So how can we solve this? You understand my point? If the power is 1, power no problem. But the angle is different. So like you can see here, sine mx, sine nx, sine mx, cosine nx, or cosine mx, cosine nx. So if we have this case, so how can we solve this? We have the following formulas. It means if we have sine mx, cosine nx, it is equal to half cosine m minus n. Cosine m minus n. So here minus cosine m plus n. You can see here we have minus cosine m plus nx. Similarly, if we have simple sine mx, sine nx, how can we solve this? We solve it by the following formula. First we convert into half Sine m minus nx, sine m minus nx plus sine m plus nx. If we have simple cosine mx, cosine nx, cosine mx, cosine nx, so we convert into half cosine m minus nx minus cosine m plus nx. So this is the method. This is the method. I again repeat. If we have cosine mx, cosine mx, cosine nx, so it is equal to the half cosine m minus n x plus cosine m plus nx. This is the method. Now I solve some question. So here you can see we have sine 3x cosine 5x. So which formula we will use here? 1, 2, 3. Here you can see sine 3 cosine 5. So here from these, which formula is applicable here? 1, 2 or 3? It means this formula, this formula, this formula. We have here in the question integral of 3 sine 3x cosine 5x. So how can we solve this? We have here the integral of sine 3x cosine 5x. So which formula we will use here? Student. Yes, which formula from here? This, if we have question. So here we will use this formula, this formula, this formula. So I ask you in the question, we have here sine 3x cosine 5x. So we will use the second formula. If we have sine 3x cosine 5x, it is equal to what? Okay, it is equal to what according to the formula? Yes, it is equal to, I again repeat, half, I give the answer of this, sine 3 minus 5, how much? Minus 2. Minus 2x plus sine 3 plus 5, 8x. Okay, you got my point? Okay, so thus we get here this. Now what is the property of the sine? It repels negative outside. It repels negative outside. So whenever it repels negative outside, so thus we get minus sine 2x plus sine 5x plus sine 5x plus sine 8x. 5 plus 3, 8x. So thus here you can see we have here the following. Now we write sine 8x first, sine minus sine 2x later, minus 2 sine 2x later. Okay, so after that we have sine 8x minus sine 8x minus sine 2x, Sine 8x minus sine 2x. So what is the integral of sine 8x? What is the integral of sine 8x? It is equal to minus cosine 8x divided by 8. Okay, you got my point? Okay, so we get minus cosine 8x divided by 8. What is the integral of sine 2x? It is minus cosine 2x divided by 2. So whenever 1 by 2 will product, thus we get minus cosine 8x divided by 16 plus cosine 2x divided by 4. Okay, you got my point? Okay, now we move to the exercise. So in exercise you can see we have to solve first question number 3. What is question number 3? It is cosine power 3x sine x. Cosine power 3x sine x. So how can we solve this? I solve it here. So first you have to split one cosine x and put at the end. So whenever we split one cosine x, what's remaining? Cosine square x sine x, and which we splitted from the cosine power 3, we write here. So thus here cosine x dx. Okay, cosine power 2x sine x cosine x dx. Now we convert cosine square x into the square. So thus we get here 1 minus sine square x, here sine x into cosine x dx. So how can we solve this? By the substitution method. What substitution we will make? We will put u is equal to sine x. Now what is derivative of sine x? It is derivative of the sine x. It is derivative of sine x. It is cosine x, which is given in front of this. So thus we get here. This will becomes 1 minus u square u du. So here I write here. So 1 minus u square into u. So this will becomes u minus u power 3 du. Now what is the integral of the u? What's the integral of the u, student? It is very, very easy with respect to the u. What is the integral of the u? What's the integral of the u? Yes, it is u square divided by 2. U square divided by 2. Now, what is the integral of the u power 3? What's the integral of u power 3? Yes, u power 4 over 4. Now, what is u? U is equal to sine. Yes, u power 4 divided by 4. So thus we get sine power 2 divided by 2 minus sine power 4 divided by 4 plus constant. This is the solution. After that, if we see, we have to solve question number 25. If you see, what is this? It is 1 minus sine square t. 1 minus sine square t square root of this dt, 1 minus sine. So if we use the identity, what is 1 minus sine square t? What is 1 minus sine square t? It is equal to cosine square t. 1 minus sine square t, it is equal to cosine square t. So now we have now we use cosine square t, square root of this, square root of cosine square t. So it will becomes just cosine t. This will be just cosine t. Now what is the integral of the cosine t? What's the integral of the cosine t? What's the integral of cosine t? It is equal to, what's the integral of the cosine t? Student, what is the integral? It is equal to sine t. Thus, we get here sine t. Upper limit is pi. Lower limit is, yes, lower limit is 0. So upper limit pi. Sine pi 0. Sine 0 0. So thus we get 0 minus 0. We are getting here 0. Thus we get 0. So after that, we have to solve. We have to solve question number 38. What is question number 38? Yeah, this question. You can see we have sec power 4 tan square x. So if we see, what is the power of sec? It is even. What is the power of sec? It is even. So we convert sec into tan. So how can we convert? So first of all, we split sec square x. Whenever we split, what is remaining? From the sec power 4, whenever we split sec square x, so what is remaining? It is sec square x. So thus we get here sec square x dx. Sec square x dx. So here we have tan square x. Tan square x. Okay. So now we convert sec square into tan. So what is sec square? It is 1 plus tan. So thus we get here 1 plus tan square. 1 plus tan square into tan square. 1 plus tan square into tan square into sec square. So we solve it by the substitution method. So whenever we solve it by the substitution method, we have here 1 plus u square, 1 plus u square into u square du, because derivative of tan is sec square. Derivative of tan, it is equal to sec square. Now we get u square plus u power 4. What is integral of u square? What is the integral of the u square? Student, what's the integral of the u square? It is, what's the integral of the u square? What is the integral of the u square? No, not derivative. Integral. Integration. Any student. Integral. Antiderivative. U power 3 divided by 3. So this will answer of this. It is equal to tan power 3 divided by 3. What is integral of u power 4? Of u power 4. u power not u power 4, integral of u power 4, u power 5 divided by 5. So here the final answer is 10 power 3 x divided by 3 plus 10 power 5 divided by 5 plus constant. So this is the solution. After that, we have to solve question number 55. What is question number 55? You can see we have here cosine power 3x, cosine power 4x. So if we have cosine power 3x, cosine power 4x, which formula we will use? We will use this formula. If we have cosine power mx, cosine power nx, it is equal to half cosine m minus n plus cosine m plus n. So whenever we use this formula here, you can here I'm writing here. So this will becomes cosine first half outside, half outside. This will becomes cosine minus x, cosine minus x plus cosine 7x, cosine 7x. Now what is what is cosine minus x? Cosine function is even function. It observes the negative. You understand my point? So cosine function is even function. It observes the negative. So cosine minus x, it is equal to cosine minus x, it is equal to cosine x. I again repeat, cosine function is even function. So if it is even, it observes the negative. So thus we will get 1 over 2 integral of the cosine x plus cosine 7x dx. Now what is integral of the cosine x? What is the integral of the cosine x? What is the integral of the cosine x? Is equal to sine x. Sine x, yes. What is the integral of the cosine 7x? What's the integral of the cosine 7x? Of the cosine 7x, 1 by 7 sine 7x. Yes. So thus we get here half cosine x. Now it is positive, not negative. It is positive. Abdul Hadi, it is positive, not negative. So half sine x, half sine x plus 1 by 7, 1 over 14, because 7s are up to 14, sine 7x, sine 7x. So this is the exercise of this. Okay. Now I give you a question to solve. Now I give you a question to solve. So how can we solve this question number 61? So I am waiting for you. Solve this question. How can we solve this? I am waiting for you. Yes, yes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So first, how can we solve? We have sine theta, cosine theta. So if we product with 2, what it will becomes? If we product 2 sine theta, cosine theta, and we product 1 over 2 outside. So 2 sine theta, cosine theta, it is equal to what? What is 2 sine theta, cosine theta? What is half? Yes, 2 sine theta, cosine theta. Yes. So now this. Now 2 sine theta, cosine theta, it is equal to what? 2 sine theta, cosine theta. It is it is well known formula. 2 sine theta, cosine theta. It is equal to what? So 2 sine theta, cosine theta. It is equal to sine 2 theta. It is equal to sine 2 theta. No, no, 1 over 6. What is this? Ahmad Salim. Wait, wait, wait. What are you are doing? Uh, no, 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 no. So here you will write sine 2 theta, cosine, cosine 3 theta. Yes, sine 2 theta, cosine 3 theta. Here, Ahmad Salim, you are not correct. So thus we get here 1 over 2 sine 2 theta, cosine 3 theta, d theta. Yes. Now which formula we will use? We will use the second formula. What is second formula? If we have sine mx, cosine nx, so it is equal to what? It is equal to half cosine. It is equal to half. You can see here. If we have this formula, second formula we will use. So it is equal to half sine m minus n. It means this will becomes half outside, half. This will becomes half already mojude. So half over half, it will becomes 1 over 4. So 1 over 4 outside. Now integral of by the product to the sum identity. Yes. Yes, this. So here this will becomes sine minus theta, because 2 minus 3 plus we have sine 5 theta. Now what is the integral of this? Here sine is odd function. It product negative outside. So this will becomes here negative. So minus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 4. What is the integral of the sine theta? What is the integral of the sine theta? Minus cosine, not sine, minus cosine. So thus we get minus plus. So here it will becomes plus cosine theta. Plus cosine theta. Now here minus plus 1 by 4 1 by 4. Now what is the integral of the sine 5 theta? Yes, minus 1 by 5 cosine 5 theta. So thus we get here plus minus. So here we get here 4 0 5 20. So minus 1 over 20 cosine 5 theta. Cosine 5 theta plus constant. This is the solution. And this is end of our today lecture. This is end of our today lecture. Now if you have any question, please ask the question. Now question answer section. Yes, please ask the question. If you have any question, you can ask. Yes, so I shall show you the marks. I shall convey you the marks on next Sunday, inshallah. Okay. On coming Sunday, I shall show you the marks of midterm exam. Inshallah, as you wish, as you will ask, I shall do. No problem. Okay. Okay, student. Maybe if many students are going to be failed, then I shall think. If you are good, so no need of the bonus like that. Okay. Yes. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay. If you want to leave, no problem. You can leave. No problem. Thank you so much.